back to my channel. If this is your first time checking me out, welcome. My name is Aisha and I'd love it if you subscribe down below and join the fam. In today's video, I'm starting a new series on my channel, which I'm so excited about, and this will be my new background for that series. So ever so often, I just want to have a video on here where I turn on the camera and just talk about a topic that I'm really passionate about, or, you know, do Q&As just so we can like chat a little more, and you guys can just, I don't know, sit down, have some tea, literally have some tea, and just have a conversation. So I'm not really sure exactly what this series is going to be called. I'm thinking maybe Girl Talk or Tea Talk or Tea with Aisha, Tea Time with Aisha. I'm not really sure. If you guys have any suggestions, then definitely let me know in the description down below. But today's topic is going to be on how to be a girl boss. My iMac background kind of coordinates with this topic, but yeah, I just want to talk about empowerment, female empowerment, how to be your own boss, how to be a girl boss, whether that is, you know, through your work, through your school, through just having a confident attitude and outlook on life in general. I just wanted to chat. So if you guys do enjoy these types of videos, definitely give them a big thumbs up. I'm really excited about this new series, so I hope you guys are too. But anyways, let's get into it. So the reason I was actually so inspired to create this series is because YouTube Creators for Change reached out to me because they've partnered up with one.org for the hashtag Girls Count campaign, and this really just resonated with me. If you guys know me, you know that I'm such an advocate for education. I just graduated from university, and it is such a blessing to be able to say that. But unfortunately, there are 130 million girls all around the world that aren't as privileged as me and don't have access to education and don't have access to school. And I think that is so sad because girls really run the world. They can really change the world, and the fact that some girls just don't have the opportunity to go to school is really, really sad. So this organization, in collaboration with YouTube Creators for Change, have actually gotten a lot of celebrities, your top influencers, and a bunch of other people to come together for this campaign, and we are counting out every single girl that does not have access to education. So yeah, for this International Day of the Girl, I'm representing girl number 107 million, and hopefully this campaign is able to bring a lot of awareness to this issue and just get, you know, politicians and lawmakers to really make a change in the world and allow these 130 million girls access to school and access to education. I mean, there's a million different reasons as to why people can't go to school, whether that's cultural differences or they don't have the funds to actually go to school to pay for their uniform, or maybe it's too far, maybe there isn't a school within, you know, the same city that they're living in. It's just, there's a lot of different reasons, and it just makes me reflect on how privileged I am to have graduated from university this year. And yeah, so thank you so much to YouTube Creators for Change and one.org for putting out this campaign and reaching out to me to be a part of it. Again, if you want to read more about this campaign, definitely check out the links down below and use the hashtag Girls Count today just to bring awareness to this issue. So moving on to the topic of today's video is how to be a girl boss. I get so many questions from you guys talking about how I stay confident, how, you know, I'm able to achieve the things I do, how I'm able to get past cultural barriers and just everything like that. So I just want to talk about it. I think this is just such an important topic. So definitely get your tea ready. And let's just have a chat. I think one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life was not go straight into a full-time job after I completed my university career. As you know, I am now a full-time YouTuber, which is so strange to say because I never thought that I would actually like take the plunge and just run after my passion. And ever since doing that, I can tell you it has opened so many doors for me. As you guys may or may not know, I was featured in People magazine in the October 9th issue, but that was such a milestone for me because not only was it just an exciting opportunity in general, but me being a Black Muslim hijabi representing for girls out there, you know, you don't really open a magazine, let alone People magazine, every day and see someone that looks like me in there. So it was such a huge accomplishment, but it wasn't always that easy. I never always had the confidence to put myself out there on YouTube, and I don't know, I feel like the second that you actually let go and just stop worrying about what people are gonna think about what you're doing, or just The second you just start living for yourself is when life really opens up. Like, I can 100% tell you that, as I mentioned earlier, like, I'm a huge advocate for education and finishing school, just because, well, first of all, I'm a first generation Canadian. Like, my parents were grown up and raised in Ethiopia, and they came here for me to get a better life, and I just felt so privileged, the fact that I could actually go to school and get that education that they never were able to achieve. And I get a lot of confidence out of my education. Sorry, that's gonna keep turning off and doing whatever it's doing. I feel like I got a lot of confidence out of going to school, as weird as that sounds. Just working at something for yourself and seeing that instant gratification, whether that's through, you know, an exam or whatever, like, just having those achievements under your belt is so important to me. And I can say that not only am I following my passion, but I was able to achieve something that not many people in my family have ever been able to achieve, and that's such a big thing for me. I didn't only get a degree out of completing my education. I feel like I came out a more well-rounded person. You really become, like, very dedicated, and you increase your work ethic through going for university, and overall I feel like that just increases your confidence, because you're like, yes, I can do that. So I feel like the number one question that I always get from people is how I stay so confident. And first of all, I would not say I'm, like, the most confident person in the world. I think a lot of it has to do with faking it until you make it. If you just pretend like you're the most confident person in the room, then eventually you start to believe it. And if you can make other people believe it, then again, eventually you start to believe it for yourself, and you become a more confident person in general. But confidence also comes through, I think, like, your work. So if you're really confident, or not even your work, your passion, just anything that you really enjoy doing, I think confidence comes out of that as well. Because if you know you're really good at something, whether that's a topic in school, or you're really good at, you know, putting things together, you're really good at cooking or something out of that just brings the confidence in you, because you know you're good at it. So if you can find something you're passionate about and just work at that, like, confidence really comes out of that. I feel like I became a more confident person through my YouTube channel, and you can see that throughout my videos. Like, gradually I became more of myself because I was sure of what I was doing. Like, I knew that what I was doing I was really good at, and I don't really know if I'm making sense, but just finding something you're good at and working towards bettering it, or what's the word? Bettering it is not a word. Working towards, like, improving that, you get confidence out of that. I think another good way to gain confidence is, I mean, this is a little bit more superficial. Confidence should definitely be from the inside, but it doesn't help to dress nice for yourself, putting on a little makeup and, you know, just knowing you look good that day. I think you get a lot of confidence out of that as well. I can confidently, I'm saying confident a lot, but I can confidently leave my house without makeup, sweatpants, you know, looking a little rough, and still feel like a confident person because I am sure of who I am. But if you have a little trouble in that, it doesn't hurt to just, you know, get a cute outfit. Not for anyone else, though. You definitely have to do it for yourself to remain confident, because if you begin to seek validation in other people, you will never reach the level of confidence that you want to reach, because you're not doing it for yourself. Being a girl boss to me just means being sure of who you are, being proud of the work you accomplish, just not relying on other people to make you feel good about yourself, not relying on other people to bring you forward in the world, like reaching for those opportunities yourself, and not waiting and sitting and being like, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had this. No, wishing does not get you anything. You need to go out there and do it. And I think that's such a big part of being a girl boss. Like, you really need to work for yourself. Of course, it's nice, you know, hearing from your boss you did a good job, or hearing from, you know, your parents that they're proud of you or whatever. But you should never, again, seek that validation from other people. You need to go and work your butt off to, you know, reach whatever goal you have for yourself. So I'm big on setting goals. I'm the type of person, and I learned this from Shameless Maya, and I've been incorporating incorporating it into my life a lot. I love writing down my goals, whether that's just a goal to accomplish that day or a goal to accomplish in the next 6 months or the next year, whenever that is. Writing down your goals really helps at just accomplishing them, and I think that goes back to how to be a girl boss, because you need to reach out for your goals, and if you're writing them down, you're constantly looking at them, it motivates you a little more to actually accomplish them, if that makes sense. In the beginning of the year, I wrote down a couple goals. One of them was reaching 100,000 subscribers before VidCon. I wrote that when I had around 60,000 subscribers, and that was in January. And I literally worked my butt off to check off that little note on my, I think I wrote it on some random scrap piece of paper, but I always kept it with me, and I kept it in sight, I kept it in my line of sight, and I saw it every day, and I'm like, what am I gonna do today to help me accomplish that goal? Whether that was editing a video, filming 5 videos in like one weekend, you know, doing whatever you possibly could to achieve those goals. Yeah, so I'm a big advocator of writing down your goals, setting your goals, and actually working to accomplish them. Because it's one thing to just write down a goal and being like proud of yourself for writing it down and like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But it's another thing if you never actually put in the work to accomplish that goal. If you write down your own goal, you're more likely to work towards it. Say for example, your boss comes to you and they give you a goal that you have to do. Like, yeah, you're gonna be motivated to do it, but if it's not benefiting you, then you're not as motivated to do it. So just imagine writing your own goal and you're like, you need to make yourself proud. Also another thing, not comparing yourself to other people. Comparing yourself to other people will really take a toll on your self-esteem, on your confidence, on your goal making. It's very destructive to the soul. It's not healthy to be comparing yourself to people all the time. But that's probably one of the biggest faults for all humans. Like, we're generally always comparing ourselves to something. And yeah, it's not healthy at all. So stop comparing yourself to other people. I know when I just always go back to YouTube, because YouTube's just my line of work and it's what I'm most passionate about. But when I was at a time where I thought I wasn't growing, I thought I wasn't doing good things on YouTube, I saw all these other people with all these other opportunities, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? Why does this person have this? Why don't I have that? Why am I not getting sent this product from a company? Blah, 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 on and on. I was at such a miserable spot in my life, and I feel like that was the reason why I wasn't accomplishing all the goals that I wanted for myself, because I kept comparing myself to people that were on the internet, or just comparing yourself in general. It's so unhealthy. So if there's one thing you get out of this video, try your best to just stop the comparison. Like, stop Stop the comparisons, because it is not healthy for you and it won't bring you any good. I think that's like the #1 thing with how to be a girl boss. Like, just not comparing yourself and knowing the value that you give to the world and believing in yourself, and not letting other people's success like hinder yours, affect yours, because you should be rooting for those people. People that are achieving all of this success, they're putting in the work. So what do you have to be doing to accomplish what they're accomplishing, or if not more? You need to believe in yourself, you need to put in the work, and stop comparing yourself, because the second you stop that, you will actually be focusing on what you actually have to do rather than focusing on what other people are doing currently. I don't really know what else to say for this topic, but maybe next time I will include more Q&As or something. I feel like that might be able to answer some of your questions more in depth, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got something out of it. Yeah, I look at all of you guys as friends, so what I said in this video is completely what I would say to one of my good friends or one of my best friends. So definitely check out the link in the description to join the #GirlsCount campaign, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys, love you. Mwah.